Yo, what is up, guys? It's Trent or Slick here, back again with another great video. I know all my videos are awesome and perfect and so sick, but today's video is going to be about how you can get into collecting skins in CS2. Now, skin collection can always be a big topic. It's not really even a big topic. It's just like it's a bit of a like hard topic, if you will, to get into, mainly because some people don't know what they're looking for, or some people just kind of really don't know like how to even get into it. I know a lot of people that don't play Counter-Strike that find the whole topic of skins interesting, and I do too. I like to collect a lot of skins. I've got plenty of skins that I like to collect. I've got an AK Elite build. These aren't crazy skins either. I got like AK Elite builds. I've got I think it's called the Emerald something. It's an Emerald something for the AK. I like to collect AKs and ops, mainly AKs because I think the AK is just one of the best looking. I love the look of it and the feel of it. But there's many guns you can get into when it comes to collecting. So let's get into the video. The first thing I would recommend when starting your CS2 inventory is to set a goal or theme. So start by choosing what kind of collections you would want. So like if you want something that's a budget collection, so like under $5 per skin, under $1 per skin, stuff like that, like what I do in my ballin' on a budget videos, my 350 video or whatever it was, 250, my $5 video, my 750 that's coming up, my knife skin video, stuff like that. So you want to start like you want to figure out what you really want to do with this collection, you know, or you can even do a clean slash minware collection. I keep a lot of minwares. I love minwares because they just look the best in my opinion for a cheaper price than factory new. So my minware Ramsey's Reach that I use, my minware Mecha Industries. You can really go minware with all of it, or you can go only minware with some of it. I go minware and field tested with some things. So my like really it's guns that don't really matter as much. So like this MP9 Starlight Protector. I have this in field tested because I really don't care that much about it. It's not a crazy skin that I care about, but it's minware, but it's field tested. So you know you can kind of go something like that. You can go with sticker theme collection, so like the Katowice 2014 themes. You can go with like just really any collection, whatever collection you want to go with. Something like even the Warhammer stickers, you know, or the what's in my stickers vault, like all my Paris 2023 stickers. I've got a ton of them. I've got Ents, I've got Fnatic, I've got, you know, I got DG, or DG, OG, I've got the Mongols, I've got Blast TV, I got a million of them, you know. You can go color themes, so you can go with like red, blue, you can go with like candy apples, all the, you know, green apples, stuff like that. You can go even country region theme with like skins with specific flags or regional significance, like the MP9, whatever the one with that cherry tree is on it, so you can go like Japanese themes for like the Temu cow and stuff like that. You can even go with like a full loadout for a specific map. So you can go like an all dust 2 map, like skin like thing. So you can go with like, I don't even know what you can go with something like that. You know what I mean though. Or you can go with like AKs and ops. You can go with like specific skins for specific guns. You can go with just only one gun. You can go with 2 guns. You go with a million different guns. There's a millionth ways that you can really do it. It's just whatever you want to do. It's your goal, your theme that you want to do. That's really the only like thing that really should matter to you is what you like and what you want to collect. Really, it's up to personal preference. I collect a lot of skins people think are ugly. Like, I love the Amber Fades. Like, I have this R8 Amber Fade. I think I have 2 of these. I love their remote control skins. I think they're just cool looking because they have, like, glowing stuff on them. I like the Primal Saber Ump a lot. I don't see anybody running this, to be honest with you. I like white skins like the Tuxedo. I like a lot of different skins. I like the Rapid Eye Movement. People hate this skin. I love this skin because it's weird, and I love weird things, like all the eyeballs on it. It's something goofy like that, and it's a field tested, so I collected this. I just like this. I like how goofy it is. I like crazy looking skins. So that's why I have a lot of crazy looking skins. You know, like Leaded Glass. This isn't as crazy, but this is just weird looking, you know? It's just like, what matters to you, what you want to collect, what you think looks the best. Let's get into the next thing. The next thing I would recommend, obviously, is to buy skins. You can't have a CS inventory without the skins, you know? Now, you can buy them on the Steam Market. There's many ways that you can buy skins. Steam Market is the easiest and the safest, but they're usually slightly more expensive. Like, this Legion of Anubis is a minware. It's probably like $15. Not even 15, probably like 12 or 10. But on the Steam Market, but on sites like Skinport. Like, I love Skinport. I use Skinport for everything. I use it for my knives, my gloves. But usually the more expensive items, I use Skinport for. Non-expensive items, I use the Steam Market for. So you could go that same route. I recommend it, honestly. I think it's one of the best routes. But, you know, there's Skin Baron, there's Buff, there's Bitskins, CS Money. I don't trust really any of those, like, sites. Like, people use Buff. I don't really use Buff that much. You can use it for cheaper prices, and it requires, like, it's a foreign marketplace. I don't really get it. I don't like pay too much attention to it, so I can't really give you an expert opinion on it. Bitskins is pretty known to be safe. Skin Baron is also it's okay. CS Money, every YouTuber advertises it. I don't really trust it too much, so that's why I don't use it. But remember, always double check for scams on reputable sites. It's one of the biggest things in the CS skin collecting hobby is scammers. There's scammers all over this hobby. There's people will leave messages on your profile saying, "Hey, add me for the skin. I'm interested." Don't add that stuff. That is 99.99% of the time that is a scammer trying to take your skins. Just a little bit of advice, you just watch out for scammers. There's so many of them in this hobby. So let's get on to the next reason. One of my other reasons, and tips for getting into this kind of thing, is to trade with other players. Like CS Float is a good trading platform. Trade it. There's many Reddit and Discord skin trading servers. Again, with those kind of things like skin servers and Reddits, you got to really look out for people that are looking to scam you. Again, there's thousands and thousands and thousands of people in this hobby trying to scam you. Always be on the lookout. But trade with players, trade with your friends, trade with even people you meet in game. If you meet people in game and you want to send a trade offer, obviously send them an offer for whatever they got in their inventory, as long as their inventory is public. Watch out for, again, scammers. Scammers are the biggest thing. Some people, I don't think you guys are stupid. I don't think anyone who's watching this video is stupid, but I've seen so many people fall for scams and ask me about scams and getting comments on their profiles. I cannot stress enough to watch out for that kind of thing. It is rampant in this community. It's disgusting, and if you scam, honestly, and you're watching my video and you know you're a scammer, I'm talking to you, you suck. Don't scam. Why are you, I understand you want the skins, and some of them can be worth thousands of dollars that you can be scamming for, but literally go do anything else better with your life. Go get a job. But again, to my audience, watch out for scammers, but trade with your friends, trade with other people. Get used to the trading and get comfortable with it. Because if you get comfortable with it, then you're going to really start easing more into the community, and that's you want to get into the community. If you want to get into the community, that's the best way, is to just learn to trade and learn what you're looking for, especially when you're trading. There's many plugins for your browser, so you can see the value of other people's inventories and what's in their inventories. So that is really helpful for when sending trades. I don't know the exact names of them. I think one's called CS2 Trader. It's a Google extension, so you can just check people's Steam inventory balance. So not balance, Steam inventory value for CS2, and each individual skin and everything about it. So I would recommend using something like that, just again trading with others. Let's get on to the next one. Another thing you can do to try to learn to get into trading and stuff like that is you can watch for giveaways and events. A lot of streamers and esports organizations and CS2 Twitter accounts do a lot of giveaways. Sparkles, the YouTuber, does so many. I would trust him when it comes to these kind of giveaways, but they're super easy to get into. Those YouTubers, not those YouTubers, but mainly Sparkles. That's the one I mainly will enter them into, because those are just the easiest. He's the most trustworthy, to me at least. There's sites like Hellcase and Keydrop and stuff like that. I don't really follow those. Hellcase especially is very suspicious to me. I don't follow them. Keydrop, I've never heard of that, but Hellcase, stuff like that, I've heard of Keydrop, I just don't trust it. I'm saying I haven't heard of it, but I've heard of it, but I don't trust it. Hellcase, I don't trust really that much either, but streamers like Sparkles, Anomaly, stuff like that, they give away a lot of stuff like that. Even teams will do that. Watch CS2, majors and tournaments for souvenir skin drops. You can do stuff like that. You don't even need to really watch. You can just, I'll go into my game. You can go to this. You can even go to this. Buy your Austin 2022 watch, the viewer thing, and then get the 3 souvenirs, and then try and upgrade your coin to get more souvenirs. Opening those souvenirs, depending on the thing, like the Bet Boom, or I don't even know, Red Bull OG and Complexity, you get these free. You can open all one of these. You can get probably 2 or 3. But I usually don't open things like this. You gotta look out for what you want. This Carved Jade, this Aug Carved Jade. This is a pretty good price for just being. It's a good amount of money for just being a blue. You can get this in Minware, I believe, is $12, but you're getting it for free. That basically just covers your whole viewer pass. Obviously, if you get something like a Welcome to the Jungle or Panthera, stuff like that is crazy, and that's a very low percentage. I usually don't recommend buying any souvenir packages. Don't buy souvenir packages. Don't buy cases. Don't gamble like that. I don't recommend it at all. I think if you want something, buy it. don't gamble for it, because if you gamble for it, you might not even get that. There's always the, oh, I might get something better than what I want, like you open a Revolution case, or like whatever, you open a Dreams and Nightmares and you want to get the 5/7 scroll, and you can, oh, I get the Night Wish. Don't, it's not worth it. It's really not. How low of a percentage it is not really worth you spending the $4. That's the wrong way about going into the hobby, is trying to get open cases. A lot of YouTubers and streamers do it. I don't recommend it, again, just because I don't do it. If I want something, I'll buy it. I started saving my drops, especially these CS2 drops. These are for a completely different video I'm going to be doing. Trying to trade those up for a knife. Not even trying to trade them up, just trying to sell them all and trying to get a knife with it. But I got all these cases and capsules. A lot of these are super old. I don't open capsules anymore. Like, I'll occasionally open 13-cent capsules, but I'm not expecting anything from that just because of those are just cheap capsules. So I wouldn't recommend doing that kind of thing, like trying to buy cases and capsules. But if you want to buy the CS2 Major thing for the coin, I'm fully with it. I do the same thing every year almost. And, you know, with that, buying the $18 watch viewers pass or whatever, you can choose whatever you want. My choices are awful. I'm awful at this. My stage 2 wasn't too bad, though. Not stage 2, stage 3, I mean. My stage 3 was not bad. There we go. But yeah, I mean, like, you can just get these. You know, you get 3 free souvenirs at the beginning immediately. I would recommend you save them until the playoffs. But, hey, you know, again, this is not a bad way. You can start it. You can trade those skins. Let's get on to the next thing. Another way that you can get into CS2 skin collecting is you can look for skins and buy skins with unique features. So low float values like zeros, like multiple 0, 1, 0, 003, stuff like that. I've got this number 500 in the world, Zeus X27 Electric Blue. Now this is a .008, it's a 008. This is not anything crazy. It's 500 in the world, which is insane to me because I don't have very many good skins like that. But skins like that can also go for more. Like if this is a 00, this is, you know, as it's going down, like this is originally a 250 in the world, but as it's going down in the thing, because this is just a weekly drop, so this is getting dropped every week. This is going down more in the, like, you know, the world thing. But when I had it at 250, I could have sold this for, I don't even remember, like $38. Like, I saw a bunch of people listing it for $38, $40, and those were like below like 300. So like, again, you want to look for unique features, 00, stuff like that, low floats. You can go pattern based, like Doppler phases, case hardened blue gems or gold gems. Don't get gold gems, honestly. I like gold gems, not a lot of people do, so that's very kind of like niche. Go for cool sticker combos for like Katowice 2014s, Hollows, Pro Team logos. I've got in my slot bin, which is just all my extra random skins. It's not even in my slot bin, it's in my favorite skin. These are all my old skins, OG skins, stuff like that. I've got this StatTrak MP5 SD liquidation. I've got a bunch of hollows on it. These are cheap hollows, so it's not really worth much. This is just something that I've had for so long that I don't want to get rid of, hence why it's in my, you know, favorites section. But, you know, stuff like this, you know, multiple stickers. Stickers add value depending on the sticker. Like, all these stickers probably won't add any value to this gun. This is like probably like $1.50 StatTrak minware. Yeah, it's a minware. And then all the stickers probably add like 20 cents worth of value. Not even. So like, if you go for things that are bigger, like Katowice 2014 stickers, those are worth a lot. So you'll get like a lot more money, a significantly large amount more money for Katowice 2014s, obviously, because they're very expensive, golden crowns, you know, stuff like that. And then, yeah, I mean, that's it, really. That's really it. Just go for unique features. I mean, the you know what pattern 5.7, the P pattern 5.7, I don't call it, that went from being super cheap to being super expensive, thousands of dollars, all because of OniPixel was like, had made fun of it because it's funny. There's hamster patterns on like some other guns. I can't remember what those are, but you know what I mean. Look for unique things. People like unique. Everyone likes unique. I like unique. I don't have anything unique, but people like that kind of thing. They like standing out, and they like niche. Like, a lot of people like niche things like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, let's get on to the next thing. Another way to get into the hobby is to just start collecting low-cost, high-impact skins. Go for like things like the P250 Valence, I think it's called. The classic skins, like the AK-47 Elite build. That's one of my favorite AKs. I had one in my CS2, in my, where is it, favorites bin. I have one of my favorites bin. Yeah, it's the Minware Elite build. This is a classic skin. I love this skin. I love the look of it. I love the history. It's not really the history. It's just like a classic skin. If you've seen old Counter-Strike footage, you've definitely seen the skin in it. Asimovs, especially Asimov Ops, you know, there's going with the last, you know, reason to buy things, the unique features. The Asimov battle scarred, it has a black scope when it's battle scarred or super battle scarred, called the Black Emov when it's a really high battle scarred, float. Go for like stuff like the starting out like the M4 Magnesium. It's clean, it's cheap, it's something easy to get into. The USPS flashback, it's got a cool little graffiti style. I believe I have one of those in my favorites also. These are just, again, for starting out. Not anything like, yeah, here's the flashback. This is just for starting out, It's not anything crazy, These are going to be cheap. This is not going to be over 20 bucks. These are like all under $5 skins. These are some of my first skins. I got I use this for a long time. This is why I won't sell it. This is like one of the first stat tracks I ever bought in midwear. So that's why I still keep it. I've got this. This is when I started going for, my like metallic looking skins. I love the look of engravings and stuff like that. So that's like, again, I have two different USPs that I've used at different periods of time that I really like and hold the place, and they have a personal connection to them, or I have a personal connection to them because I've given them that connection. I have different, lead conduit, I love the look of the lead conduit, but I've also got the Corinthian. This is my favorite deagle in the whole game. I retired it recently. It's got the engravings on it, I've got the Cartel Dual Beretta stat track. These are one of my favorites. I've had these for a long time. 60 kills on it, though, but I've had this for a long time. I love the engravings. I've got a bunch of R8s, like inlays and stuff like that. I have the stat track R8 revolver, a little bit of engravings, battle scarred, but I got 200 kills on it. I love the engraving thing. So you know what? It goes back to the first thing. What do you really like? It's like collections, giving it you're personalizing your collection. I love to go for engravings. I love engravings. I love metallic. I love shiny. I'm like a crow. I see shiny and I want to grab it. I have ADHD, so like I love the look of these things. So I'm gonna look out for these things, even if it's in battle scarred. I'm collecting it. I love the look of it. I've got plenty more of those in my thing. I've got some awful looking sticker crafts, especially some that my buddy gave me. Another way that you can start getting into this collecting is you need to educate yourself. Before you do anything, I recommend you educate yourself. Know what you're buying. Use databases. Look for price checking. Use Buff or even Skinport to look for specific prices, cheap prices. That's really what I needed, what I really use. You got to learn about float values, learn about wearing conditions, learn about pattern rarity. Again, if you could you can get like a random drop and just be like, oh, it's whatever. But the pattern itself could be worth a lot of money. Like a lot of different weapons come in different patterns. Like there's that one op that has like a cat on it. I think it's an op, and it's got like a bunch of different variants, like a gold cat in like a really high cat or whatever, a grenade or whatever. Those different rarities give that those different flow patterns give that weapon a different price, just because that pattern, or the pattern 5.7. I recommend educating yourself, looking things up before you start it. But again, you don't have to. I started without doing it and just started collecting what I like. Going back to the first thing, collecting what I like: lead conduits, engraved things. I still have engraved weapons on my main loadout. I've got an engraved stat track dual Beretta. These are Royal Consorts. They're engraved on the grips and engraved on the slide, but they're emerald on the outer part of the grips. I love these. These are one of my favorite skins. I love green, as you can tell by my my gloves and my character. An expensive character and not really expensive gloves, but $25 character and $100 gloves in field tested, low field tested. So bam, there you go. Looking into the field tested, you could pay more for field tested. I paid low because I looked up for the prices. So it's all it's patience. You got to look for things like that. Just educate yourself. Really know what you're looking for. Be patient. Be strategic. Use buy orders. Steam on buy orders slowly. Use buy orders on Steam to slowly acquire skins, cheap skins. Track sales and price history for stuff like buying skins and buying time, stuff like that. Avoid hype buys, like when a new case drops, a new armory pass drops. Don't just buy the skins the second that they can be put on the market, because those are when they're going to be the highest. Things like the Searing Rage, you didn't buy any of those. They were like $60 when on the first day, field midwear, and then they immediately dropped the next day because when people were starting to open them more, and then more when put on the market, the price just plummeted. Everyone was undercutting each other, so it went from 60 one day to I don't even remember, 20 the next day, and then lower, and now I think it's $12 for a midwear. Don't fall into the hype. Don't do that, because it's bad. It's always going to give you bad results. Unless it's something from like these. These are going to be a little bit more rare, so it's going to be, more easier. But cases, these are always going to be these are always going to be cheap. It's second the next day. Don't buy into these. I saw the op print stream going for like $300. The next day it went down to like 150 or something like that. Again, I cannot stress enough, don't fall into the hype as much as you want to. I have, and it's a dumb idea. Completely stupid. I only do it just because I want the skins and it's something cool and it's something new. And I have the ability to do that. If you don't have the ability to do that, don't. I would recommend, even if you have the ability to do that, don't do it. It's stupid. Don't be like me. I'm an idiot. But again, don't fall into the hype. Be patient. Be strategic. Educate yourself. That's really one of the most important things. Educate yourself on this hobby before you get into it so you don't get burned or you don't get scammed. Or you just don't know what you have and you sell it for even less so you're not able to build your collection as fast and have as much money to build your collection. So that's going to be it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you guys take some of the tips that I've given you and use it in building your collection. I hope to see some of your guys' collections. If you guys want to show me some of them, send it to me on my Instagram. Send it to me on my Twitter. I gotta link those in my YouTube account. But just send me photos of those. Tag me. Show me them in your DMs. I don't send them to me. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to like and subscribe, and peace.